Okay, hi guys, I'm Ville and this is my review and analysis of the Raw after WrestleMania 30. So that was the 7th of April 2014. And it was a great Raw, and obviously there are going to be spoilers here. But yeah, it was great Raw as you would expect. WrestleMania 30 was great, and well, the crowd usually after the Mania is really loud, and that was the same thing here, so totally worth watching. And first you have Daniel Bryan come up there, obviously because finally he won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in WrestleMania, and well, that's a really cool moment. He comes out there and the crowd is going yes, everyone is going yes, yes, yes. And then they are chanting his name, like the whole freaking arena is chanting his name, and they just go on and on and on, and it's like, okay, that is awesome, because the build-up was so long, and he, like, finally he did win the title, and then the crowd is just like giving him respect. It's just like, okay, that was freaking cool. Like, he really did get, and they're chanting like you deserve it and this kind of stuff, so great moment. And then you, of course, you have Triple H and Stephanie coming down, and Triple H is all pissed, and the crowd starts chanting asshole, asshole, which they should be chanting because the characters are total assholes. And Triple H is gonna make a match. Like, the main event is gonna be Triple H versus Daniel Bryan for the title, and he's gonna make sure that he wins. So again, I think the storytelling is great. I don't know what's going on there, but this angle just works. First you have the payoff, Daniel Bryan, really positive moment, the whole crowd is chanting and whatever, that's a cool moment. And then right after that you have the asshole heel come there, and he's saying that, okay, I'm gonna ruin all of this, that I'm gonna make a match and you're gonna lose tonight. So the tension is back there. Like, the viewer is thinking that, oh my god, he actually, like, he's the boss, he can stack up the odds however he wants. So this is a possibility that this, like, his title reign would actually end tonight. So what's gonna happen? So the tension, the uncertainty is there right after the positive moment. So I think that was great. Great writing there. Because now everyone is like, okay, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Are they really gonna cut it short? Because that's a possibility, or is it gonna continue? So yeah, very nice. And then you have, like, Triple H making a match for Randy Orton and Batista against the Usos for the tag team championship. So there's kind of this evolution kind of thing going on there, so yeah. But then you have an actual match with the Wyatt family versus John Cena, Sheamus and Big E. And there's no build up for that, except the match from WrestleMania, Wyatt family or Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. And it's pretty funny, it's a good match, and the crowd is actually rooting for the Wyatts, which is pretty funny because they are supposed to be the bad guys, yet the crowd is booing the faces, the good guys, and they're cheering for the Wyatts, so that was pretty damn funny. And the Wyatt, I think the Wyatt family is a good group. It's very interesting. Bray Wyatt is really into his character and all that, so yeah. But I'm wondering that where this is going after this. Is it gonna be John Cena versus the Wyatts? So what is gonna happen after this? Because nothing happened. John Cena just beat Bray Wyatt, but nothing happened besides that. There was no twist, like I said. So here the Wyatt family has the win, but what is going to happen after that? That's the question. Then you have Fandango and Summer Rae versus Emma and Santino Marella. Emma and Santino Marella win. It's a very short match. And again, the same thing. I don't know if this is going anywhere. It seems to be that Fandango and Santino Marella and the ladies are locked with each other. They're always fighting each other. This is kind of a comedy filler type thing they're doing. So is that gonna lead anywhere? I don't really know. Because it's going on in circles. It's the same thing all the time. The same comedy routine stuff. So, but yeah, it wasn't very long either. And then you have Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman coming out because Brock Lesnar broke the streak, and oh my god, Paul Heyman is such a freaking master of the microphone. Brock Lesnar doesn't say anything, and Heyman just insults the crowd and just praises Brock Lesnar and does what he does. I think Paul Heyman is one of the greatest people on the microphone in WWE history. It's just like, man, that is so awesome. Like, he doesn't hold back and he just insults everyone out there, and it's just like, it's masterful. I hope that if they have like, and they, well, of course they have training in the NXT and whatever, that they're gonna make them watch these Paul Heyman tapes of him doing promos, because these promos are one of the best freaking promos ever out there. So that moment was just like, really great stuff. Paul Heyman kicking ass as he always does, and Brock Lesnar is there like posing and smirking and laughing like, yeah, I'm the man. So that was a great beat. But no appearance from The Undertaker. So yeah. And well, then they have all these vignettes for the Adam Rose, who is this NXT guy. I haven't seen any of his matches. He's some kind of a party guy, he's supposed to be. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with that when he's going to debut. But then you have Batista and Randy Orton versus the Usos for the Tag Team Championship. And, well, Batista and Randy Orton are only there to blow off some steam. So they basically just beat the crap out of the Usos, and everyone gets counted out, but they don't care. And then after that, they're both celebrating in the ring. So it's kind of like show of unity that Randy Orton and Batista are pissed off together. Then you have Rob Van Dam coming back against Damien Sandow. Well, Rob Van Dam wins, of course, but well, it's nice to see Rob Van Dam, but he's apparently doing this kind of on-off thing, so I don't know what they can build up with him. Last time he was fighting Alberto Del Rio, but that was also kind of a short feud, and then after that he left, and now he came back, and so it's probably gonna be a short stay again. So yeah. And then you have Rey Mysterio versus Bad News Barrett, and again this is really funny because the fans are cheering for Bad News Barrett, and I don't blame them because he's hilarious, and they are booing Rey Mysterio, and well, luckily Barrett gets the win, and he's really working the crowd all the time, so that's very nice to see. I don't know what was the problem with Barrett. Did he have some kind of injury or what, but it's very nice to see him back there. So let's see if he can actually go somewhere after this. Now he's back. And after that we have a debut for Alexander Rusev, accompanied by Lana. And well, he just smashes Zack Ryder to pieces, and well, what can you say? It's like he's really impressive. He looks really impressive, but of course that was just a squash match. So yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do with him, like first do a lot of these squash matches. But yeah, well, Zack Ryder getting squashed, then well, that's what he's been getting so far lately. But I wonder if they really are doing this stable of Zack Ryder and The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. I think they need to do some kind of stable thing, like the Wyatts and the Shield are working out pretty nicely, 3-man group, so I think it would be a good idea because, like I said in some YouTube comment, that it's obvious that the talent is there for Ziggler, The Miz and Ryder. They all have talent, but the problem is that there are so many other wrestlers out there that it's so easy to get lost in the mix. So maybe you need some kind of unit to like get stand out. So yeah, I wouldn't have any objections to seeing this kind of like trio from these guys. Especially Zack Ryder. I think that's the thing, that if you have seen any of his YouTube shows, that actually the guy has talent. He can do all kinds of cool stuff, but it's just like, no. He has totally gotten lost in the mix. And it seems that he's now trying to get rid of this goofy persona. Okay, I think that's a good idea. He can still be creative, even if he has a more like tough character. But the personality is there, but just like how can you get yourself noticed? And maybe this 3-person team would be the way to get noticed for all of these guys. So I hope like something like this happens, that they do get noticed or they do get a spot from which to rise again. Okay, then we have the Ultimate Warrior coming for a promo. He puts on a mask and whatever, this kind of thing. Okay, that was a cool thing to see him there. And okay, after that we have AJ Lee in the ring celebrating, and then suddenly Paige comes out. Okay, that's cool. Paige is out and she's there to congratulate AJ, and then AJ mocks her and slaps her and whatever, and like, okay, let's make a match, let's make a championship match, like special, and he's so cocky, or she's so cocky, and then Paige ends up winning the Divas title. Okay, that's cool. It's cool that she debuts, finally. She clearly can wrestle. So Paige debuting on Raw, that's very cool. Well, she wins the Divas title. That is cool because AJ has been the champion for, what, 295 days? So, okay, that's cool that someone else has the title, and it's someone else like Paige who can actually wrestle, so they can have a real feud. They can have a real feud. Hopefully, we're gonna see more Divas matches with more time and actual wrestling. Now you have two ladies there who clearly can wrestle. So I think this is a very promising feud. Paige versus AJ Lee. If they give it the time and attention it deserves. I hope so. But the thing I didn't like this is that AJ has Paige like in her the submission hold. Is it Black Widow or whatever is Black Widow? And then Paige like just turns it into her Paige Turner move, and then like that is supposed to knock AJ out. Like Paige doesn't get any offense on AJ Lee in the match. AJ is the one kicking Paige's ass, and then she does the submission, and then Paige like just like turns it around into the Paige Turner, and that's 1, 2, 3. So I think that was not very believable, that it's just like one move and then AJ is suddenly knocked out. No, that it should have been more of a like real back and forth there. But yeah, what can you do? That was the decision or the finish they went with. But I'm happy that Paige is there and AJ is not the champion. So hopefully a real feud is coming out of this. Very nice. So now you have 2 NXT people debuting on Raw. Okay. So more are gonna come at some point. Then you have Cesaro, like you have Hogan there giving Cesaro the trophy, and then Seb is coming out and whatever, takes the microphone from Cesaro and saying that Cesaro is a Zeb Coulter guy, and then Cesaro takes the mic and says, sorry Zeb, I'm actually more of a Paul Heyman guy. And that's pretty funny. So now Paul Heyman is being the manager for Cesaro. And that is pretty cool, because I hope he can actually help Cesaro. Cesaro, there's no question that the man has the technical skills to be like a huge star, but just like with Brock Lesnar, that maybe Paul Heyman is just a man to like help elevate him, because Paul Heyman is a freaking master of the microphone. He's the master of promos. It's always a delight to see Paul Heyman doing promos there. So yeah, but then you have Jack Swagger come there and break the trophy and whatever, which was like, oh my god, he actually broke the trophy, what a bastard. So I don't know, maybe there's going to be a feud between Cesaro and Swagger after that, but I do like the spotlight on Cesaro, and I do like that Paul Heyman is now his manager, so that's going to be really interesting to see. And they have a little match, but Swagger goes off, like, gets counted out or whatever, so there's probably going to be a feud between those two. And finally, the World Heavyweight title match, WWE World Heavyweight title match. And you have Batista there, you have Orton there beating Daniel Bryan and whatever. And again, the crowd is like, okay, that's not fair, that's bullshit. Then you have Kane there coming and chokeslamming Daniel Bryan. Then you have Triple H, and Triple H is saying to the referee, okay, you should be just ring the bell, start the match. And the referee is like, I can't, because, well, obviously he's not in condition to wrestle now and whatever. And then the music of the Shield hits, and the Shield actually beats Triple H and Kane, Randy Orton and Batista. So again, first you have great suspense there that, oh my god, you have Daniel Bryan there who has taken 3 finishers, and then Triple H standing there goading the referee like, you want to lose your job, ring the freaking bell and whatever. And everyone is like, okay, god damn it, if this is what happens. And then the Shield comes out and like turns on Triple H. So yeah, that was pretty good TV, I have to say. And like all these kinds of angles that you have there, it's gonna be very interesting after this, that what's gonna happen next week. Because like Stone Cold said in, or actually it was The Rock who said that you have a guy, Daniel Bryan, fighting the Authority, but there wouldn't be that if there hadn't been Stone Cold fighting Vince McMahon. So it's kind of like a new version of that, and I think it works really well. I think this kind of... But like I said, the problem is that Daniel Bryan is getting beat up all the time. That's not very fun to watch. But now you have the Shield turn on the Triple H, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, it was a great Raw. It has been a great 3 days. Like Hall of Fame, WrestleMania, Raw. Wow. Great stuff. Good job, WWE. So definitely worth watching all 3 of these. And yeah, I hope they keep with this kind of stuff. It's very interesting. The writing is good. At some point last year it was it's not so interesting, but these last 3 days have been really good. So yeah, thumbs up for all 3 of these from me. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, opinions, whatever about this yourself, then leave them below. But that was my review of Raw after WrestleMania 30. So, see you later. Bye. Clickety click, bye.